The first one is planning the city manager recruitment. Next to that is planning the finance director recruitment. That's something that we've been working on for a few weeks. We got close with a couple, and we think we have a backup plan in place for the interim. Third, Vicki has discussed in the past her desire that at some point she's going to retire seriously, and that will likely take place at some point this year. So even though it's not going to take place tomorrow, we need to start looking at filling an HR or admin director position at some point in 2018. That's going to take a while to recruit. The fourth thing is to plan for a successful transition to the 7-person council. This date's going to close in much quicker than it seems right now, and there are 3 key things that need to be done immediately. One is to establish a salary commission, which you discussed when you voted on compensation for commissioners at the end of 2017. Another one is something that Kristen and Vicki are very aware of, and that's updating the Shelton Municipal Code. Third, under that point, is to rewrite the city government manual, which will align with that form of government. We are also working toward implementing employee performance evaluations, and we had held off on these so that they could coincide with the strategic plan that you just approved, so that when we have people evaluated moving forward, they're actually being evaluated on the values that you've established for the city of Shelton. Next, these next 2 points are, I think, really just speak to the fact that our communication guy does more than just talk on Facebook. Our communication guy also handles our new government relations program and is now going to handle the economic development program. So it's monitoring the success of the government relations program and then also making sure that the initial stages of that economic development program get off to a good start. 8th on this list are to continue the rollout of our online technology. We reinstituted our implementation of Encode, our finance software, last year and got the first few components up and running. And the next steps are to fully move to online bill pay and also to implement our online permitting program, which we expect in 2018. 9th is to initiate the electronic record management program. It is a very time-consuming process to go through public documents when they're requested, and at some point we're going to need to upgrade from the boxes of paper we have in our supply room and actually get things that are needed to be recorded electronically, actually get them recorded electronically so we can monitor these records more appropriately. We have, as you know, some very large public works projects coming forward. Craig and his team handle those, but it's important to make sure that there's also some administrative support for those as well. And then I think for me the most important thing is to monitor the staff workload. The people that are here tonight all got to work before 8 o'clock. They do that every time we have one of these meetings. They don't care. I've tried to tell them to go home. They won't. And running this place isn't like running a gas station. You can't just decide you're going to either fire somebody or promote them. You actually have to look at the skill sets of the people here. You have to work with them, and I think it's important to note that you have a lot of people working multiple jobs because of attrition over the last few years. And the one thing I would keep in mind that I tried to monitor pretty closely, and I'm not sure that they will monitor themselves, is that they don't get burned out. And we've talked about it a lot internally, but I would suggest that you check in with them a few times over the next couple months to make sure that they're not getting there, because these people work an incredible amount.